Good morning, Dave here with Organic Gardening in North Carolina. It is time for our Christmas edition of the garden tour. It is December 23rd and we have gotten a few nights where it got down to 20 degrees. So of course that takes its toll in the garden, but let's turn the camera around and see what's going on, what's still alive in the garden. All right, here I have some onions. Some daikon radishes. I see that pile of mulch there inside that netting. That's where I had a fig tree that's just barely starting, so I covered that with mulch to keep it warm. There's daikon radishes throughout there, and also some vetch cover crop. There's a little bit of lettuce there. Some of it looks like it got a little scalded from the cold. Looks like some butter crunch there. Let me go grab some and eat some. There's some butter crunch. You can see the daikon radish. Some parsley. Here are the garlic that I planted not that long ago. They're coming up. And the ones back there closer to the daikon, let me go ahead and get back there. Right here, that is the elephant garlic. So I got a short row of that too. Oh look, here's some cilantro. Eat some of that for breakfast. This is lavender, which is surviving in the cold, which is sort of surprising to me. But that really smells good. More cilantro. Looks like I got a lot of little lettuce plants coming up there. The dogs have been digging in the hugelkultur bed, burying bones. The goji berry still has leaves on it. Strawberries. This is some kind of sorrel, I believe. More Swiss chard. That's looking nice. There's some Swiss chard too with a white stem with arugula growing around it. The cold got to my sugar peas right when they were about to start producing too. So unless it stays pretty warm, I might not get any more sugar peas. There's a kale. That's growing outside of my little garden here. Outside of my raised bed. There's a kale inside the raised bed. Some carrots there too. Not ready to pick yet. There's some carrots that I probably could pick. Oh yeah, there's some yellow, look at that. The raspberries are pretty much hibernated. This is mock, I believe you say it. It hasn't really taken off yet. More sugar peas. There's a mock plant that's a little bigger. My Bloody dock sorrel. The reason they call it bloody dock is because it has a nice red coloring to it. Trying to get that to focus. Come on. There we go. The grandkids like to play tricks on grandma with that. I'm just happy if they get anything from the garden in their mouth. See, I had some more daikon radishes in here. Let's pull one up and see what it looks like, if we can. Oh, look at that. Pretty cool. I'll have to slice that one up and try it later. Probably give the greens to the rabbits, or maybe eat the greens. Probably give them to the rabbits. There's some mustard greens that I got from the store, from the nursery. My poor figs did not have enough time to mature, but hopefully I'll get a breva crop, which means a spring crop from this plant next year, and it's not going to be long. I cut down my Jerusalem artichoke stalks, and if I want to eat some Jerusalem artichokes, all I need to do is come out here and dig down a little bit. I think that was a Jerusalem artichoke. There's a little baby one. There's another little baby one. There's a decent sized one. These will keep in the ground really well. If you pull them up and like put them in the fridge or something, they'll start shriveling up right away. So it's better to leave them in the dirt until you're ready to use them. Or you can pack them in buckets full of dirt. But we'll just leave that there. Now I know there's a good spot I can come and grab some. Alrighty, what else do we got? That might be a turnip. 7 top turnip greens there. That's what I'm thinking it is. Planted some spinach. It's really closely together. I planted a lot. Sometimes I think I have a hard time having things germinate. So I did that, and it looks like everything came up that time. But that's okay. There's some kale. Broccoli. Just starting to get ahead. I think these are a little bit late this year. If it keeps getting cold, they might not even have time to mature. Some more onions up here. More kale. I believe this is broccoli. Yeah, it's making a little head down there. These are Brussels sprouts. Look at the stem, you can see the little balls starting to form there. Oh, here, this one over here, you can see them a lot better. See the little balls there? I should probably start picking those off and eating them, because it is getting cold here. Pretty good. Broccoli, more Brussels sprouts. This is marigolds. Marigold seeds are easy to harvest. This is the pod where the flower was. Just pull that off, and there's the seeds. Easy as that. They usually self-seed here, so I don't really even have to plant any. Because look at all those seeds. And look how many flowers there are. So you can imagine how many seeds are there. If you're a mathematician, you could count it up. Also, my rattlesnake beans are another thing that's easy to harvest the seeds from. Looks like I left these out here a little too long though. They're starting to get moldy. But there's a couple good beans in there anyways. Should probably do a video on harvesting the rattlesnake beans. Okay, so that was the Christmas edition of the garden tour. The neighbor's dogs came out and said hello, so they interrupted the last part of that video. But that means I will have to edit this, so it will not be an unedited tour for once. I just wanted to say a word about Christmas. You know, seems like we're always so afraid of hurting anyone's feelings about the birth of Jesus. But from what I understand, Mary, the mother of Jesus, is the only woman mentioned in the Quran. And Muhammad even mentioned the virgin birth of Jesus. So I think even Muslims could celebrate the birth of Jesus. Somehow it's gotten twisted so that Jesus is something to hate. But I think that's just the devil's twist on the truth. The devil's good at doing that, isn't he? So, anyways, I wish you each a Merry Christmas and a blessed New Year. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next year.